So those are two players who can have big says in this afternoon's game. Sean Wayne, former England coach, former Wigan coach, of course, watches on. And Tyrone May, who could also have his fingerprints all over this one. Likewise, Jez Litton. He is one of Hull KR's key figures.
It was interesting, you know, they wanted to take the kick-off, didn't they? They won the toss, take the kick-off. They want to get it down there and they want to get stuck into the Hull KR players. But I think the sun in that corner is going to be kind of difficult for the wingers and the full-back. So, you know, be prepared as a back three to accept anything that comes aerially.
Well, yeah, it's taking us red, isn't it? In big matches, you want to kick off, you want to impose your physicality, but you must be disciplined. You cannot let the opposition have a piggyback out. So watch out for this first set of 6.
We're just waiting for the go-ahead, that 3 o'clock ticking round, when Harry Smith will belt this ball downfield, and Hull KR in their LCD-inspired strip this afternoon, looking for a liquid crystal display in a Challenge Cup final against the cherry and white of Wigan, who are gunning for Cup number 22.
Here we go.
Smith wilts it. Hull KR off the back fence. This could be seismic. Here it comes. That's the tone setter.
I'm quite surprised he didn't kick, you know, the corner the sun's shining on.
And just look how compressed this Wigan defensive line is. They're compressed because they want numbers in the tackle and they want line speed.
Well, this promises everything. 2024's winners Wigan, 2025 winners Hull KR. Two sides who are slugging it out at the top of Super League, in finals, in semi-finals. And they come head-to-head here at Wembley this afternoon. And the early stages have been typically full throttle. And Hull KR have rattled through this set. Kick from Lewis.
That's a good set by Wigan, really, you know, just contained Hull KR.
Well, that's the reason, Jonathan, isn't it, that they chose to kick off. Wigan's first tackle there, 30 metres from their own goal line, so they'll be delighted with that.
Great defensive work again.
Players know how warm it is out there. They're feeling the heat. Hull KR anticipating. Wigan throwing plenty at them here. Walters missed out back in 2024, but an integral part of the side now under Matt Peat, the big stalking front rower. Smith boots the kick away. Broadbent comes across to take it, and now it's Hull KR's turn to return serve, and that's a really good break from Jack Broadbent.
He was strong in the semi-final as well, Broadbent. Very underrated, did everything so well.
Trying to build that ruck speed. Litton. Peter Hiku guiding the Robins forward. Litton now onto Batchelor. One of those unsung heroes.
Yeah.
Big hero in the semi-final. He went pounding through gaps to score.
That's a great set, Matt, ball in hand, it really is. They've cleared their own half with ball in hand, and now Lewis can put that long kick in with that renowned Hulkinson Rovers chase.
They're going to keep peppering those corners, both sides. It looks as though that's the exit strategy. That's the last tackle play, isn't it?
It's going to be an arm wrestle, you know, and just put the pressure on, force an error. You know, it's going to be so tactical the first 20 minutes, and the kick game is going to be so important. Someone's seriously injured straight away.
Yeah, real concern here, and it's Dean Hadley.
Dean Hadley, yeah. I think he got his head on the wrong side, I think, I'm not sure. He certainly, and that's the thing, the players around him recognised that he was injured. You know, he's caught his head, he's put his head on the wrong side, he's caught the hip bone right on his temple.
Yeah, he'll be going for an HIA.
He's got to go off.
No doubt about that.
He has got, you know, it's a shame because, you know, there was doubts about him injury-wise, and now he's come through and he's had a clout on the head straight away. And that's the thing, any child at home, you've got to get your head on the right side when you're tackling. You get your tackle technique correct all the time, and you stay injury free for most of the time. It just caught it. You could see he just ducked his head, lost sight of the ball carrier and caught the side of his head.
It's great to see, isn't it, how efficient the medics are. Out there straight away looking after Dean Hadley. And as you rightly said, Jiffy, that, you know, there was doubts about his hamstring before he's come through that. But then this will be a big blow. If he is going to leave the field for an HIA, but it's whether he passes that to return.
It does look kind of, he had a real bump there, hasn't he? You know, he stayed down, and it's the reaction of the other players. As soon as they saw that he was injured, they said, look, referee, man injured, seriously injured.
Yeah, so Dean Hadley, they're going through every check possible as the protocols and the position demands. Willie Peters there in the box, no doubt concerned. Dean Hadley is one of those players you almost have to drag him off the field, but that they will. And they do have a ready-made replacement in Reece Martin.
Yeah, and I think that's what, you know, HIA came in for, isn't it? Because no player wants to leave, especially, you know, Challenge Cup final, first 3 minutes. So, you know, you'll go off, you'll get checked, but as you said, ready-made replacement.
Yeah, players are our own worst enemies in a way,
aren't they? They are.
And there we go, there is the man who has come on. He's heading to the Papua New Guinea Chiefs as a player recruitment manager at the end of the year. He's a proud Papua New Guinea international. And Dean Hadley now has a HIA protocol to go through. And Wigan will continue their progress upfield.
Off in, Tom!
So a slightly punctuated start to this cup final.
Look at the numbers in the tackle from Hull Kingston Rovers, though. They really are flying off the line and putting numbers in, and the need to, when there's a big man like Nsemba carrying the ball at you.
Yeah, there's a pass on there by Nsemba. There are a couple of men on the outside.
Harry Smith will boot that one. He was straddling that sideline, but
play on now.
Warban plucks it up, and he's off. Well, one thing OKR often pride themselves on is that fitness, is that ability to stick in the game, and they've made an error here, and they've let Wigan right into their backyard.
Well, that's what they were waiting for. That's the first mistake, and you can't give either of these sides the field position. Far too good, but it's a great hit. He loses possession there. First attacking opportunity for Wigan.
Well, it's the small things, isn't it, Jonathan? The kick from Smith, the chase that they came up with.
Captain's challenge.
Well, that's an early one. That's an early one.
Yep, so...
Just how important it is, though, you know, to give away field position so early in the game.
Right, so chance for Chris Kennell to
okay,
have a look at this one.
Captain's challenge. We have a captain's challenge. OKR are challenging the on-field rolling of a knock-on. If we can get any angle that shows the ball, please. Best possible angle. Okay, what happens now? That angle's not going to show me much. I can't even really see if the ball comes free on that. Have we got any other angle? Have we got any other angles, please? Yeah, again, that angle's no good. We got anything else, please? Let's see what happens on this angle. Again, I'm limited on that. If those are the best angles, we'll probably go back to the first one that was shown, please. Okay, is this ball stolen by Walters, or is it a knock-on by Broadbent? The on-field ruling is it's a knock-on. Okay, given I have limited view of the hands and the ball, this is going to be challenge inconclusive. Hull KR are going to retain their right to challenge.
It's challenge inconclusive, boys. You retain the right to challenge.
So there we go.
I thought it was a knock-on, just. John, what do you think? Very difficult. I thought he lost control just before Walters just got on top of him.
Yeah, the concerning thing for me is we had 3 minutes 51 and already we've had two considerably. One for an injury, which obviously you can't do anything about, but then that was a fair old stoppage in play, so the game hasn't got going yet.
They've got to speed it up as well. Anything that goes to the video, it's got to be speeded up.
Come short side here. Oh, it's an interesting scrum play. Brilliant work deputising for Bevan French, and Jack Ferryman, just as he did in the semi-final, has blown the final wide open, and Wigan score off a scrum.
That's a brilliant try, but watch the dummy run, and I think it fixes Hiku, and then the gap just opens up. He could have given it to the winger to score, okay, but he trusted his own ability and step a dummy, and he was over. But the dummy run, just watch it. Here's the big decision, and I said, you cannot give these two sides field position. They will punish you. Just watch the dummy run. Here they come in. Hiku's come in. He has left his winger, Tom Davies, on his own. And that's a brilliant finish.
Yeah, it's coming. It's a 4-2 split from the scrum. And as the lead runner goes through, Hiku just bites in, and he absolutely clatters the centre. But that's opened up the gap behind him for Ferryman. And my word, as the youngster taking that.
Brilliant.
Bevan French, leave him on the bench.
I tell you.
What a try.
But what a brilliant dummy run that is. Absolutely brilliant. That's what you do. If you're running a dummy, you've got to run it as if you're accepting the ball. And it just dragged the inside defender in, and it just made the try so much easier.
Yeah, hung out the bait. Rovers took it. Wigan profit. Kick to come here for Adam Kieran. The big game experience of Wigan. Adam Kieran missed 2024 through suspension. Gave Zach Eckersley a chance to write his place in Wigan folklore and Challenge Cup law as well. Kieran off the tee, has pulled it, but it's Wigan who strike first.
Yeah, well, just watch this, John. Sorry, John. Just watch the angle. I saw it from up here. Just watch the dummy run. There he comes in. Hiku takes him away. Hiku knocks him over, but the gap is opened up. Brilliant, brilliant work by Wigan.
Stay on side, boys.
A real inventive scrum play, wasn't it? And joyfully executed there by the youngster Ferryman, and all on the back of the error from Broadbent. It just shows how important that field position is, with the kicking, with your discipline, but also with your lack of errors.
Well, that has certainly put the cat amongst the robins.
Good one, man. I got it.
People at home groaning. I know. Farrell. Flawed. You know, Hull KR certainly won't be fazed by this.
It's a real test though, Matt. This is a real test. They've had one of their key players gone off the field with an HIA. They've come up with an error, conceded a try from the scrum. They've got to show some real mental fortitude now.
Well, that's what they've had, isn't it, the last couple of years. The resilience, the mental toughness, Hull KR.
So Broadbent, who made the error last to give Wigan that position, cleaned it up this time. It was a decent set defensively from Hull KR, but when you've got a boot like Harry Smith, I mean, suddenly you're on the back foot again.
He's a great kicker, Harry Smith. His variety in his kicking game, you know, the flight to distance.
But what a start by Wigan as well. I mean, they've really come here to play. There's an edge to them, there's a focus to them, and their execution at the minute has been first class.
Good run.
So Hull KR moving the ball through hands. Suaso Su just picks some yards away.
Yeah, they were good. Su and Amoni were good.
And it's the kick now from Lewis. Zach Eckersley underneath it. But the minute he got to the ground, it was Martin and Gilnart making the tackle, and Hull KR trying to pin Wigan in that corner.
Yeah, you've got to make a choice. You know, do you go and compete for the ball, or do you just stand there and tackle him when he lands? So what they want to try and do is get the hand in the face, try and get him to make a mistake.
Wigan fans like what they see so far. Under the Wembley arch, blue skies, beaming sunshine. Walters, difficult to miss the big man. And Hull KR certainly didn't miss.
And you just see the reaction of the Hull KR players, what it means to get, you know, knocked on field position. Get the opportunity now for, you know, May, Lewis and Minicella to work their magic as they did in the semi-final. Great hit.
I'll let you know, man.
I think some of the Wigan fans fell a bit high from Tom Amone. Is this going to be a challenge?
Not a challenge, no.
There we go.
It just shows how important it is, the field position.
Here comes Chris Kendall.
Okay, we have a captain's challenge. Wigan are challenging the decision of a knock-on. They're claiming there's been a high tackle. If we can get any angle, please, on that. Okay, is there any high contact here by Amon? Yes, there is. It comes off the ball, so it's not forceful, dangerous, but there is high contact by Tom Amon on Sam Walters. So this is going to be challenge successful, and it's going to be a penalty only, as the tackle is not forceful or dangerous.
You come off the shoulder, but you make contact
Tom
with the head.
Amon, it bounced up. But it did make the contact, as we heard Chris Kendall picking through that incident, and so Wigan get a reprieve.
And just watch this now, like, you know, it could have been a knock-on.
Yeah, there you go.
Near in the Wigan's half. Now it's going to be a kick, and this will end in an attacking kick, John, for Wigan, won't it?
Very much so. They'll be just inside the Hull Kingston Rovers half. And everything at this moment in time is going Wigan's way. It really is. The momentum of the game is fully with the cherry and whites.
Yeah, got you, mate. Off him now!
Luke Thompson stalking forward.
Stand up. Got
Brad O'Neill. Farriman, the try scorer. Smith. Now Field. Chance to stretch the legs for Joe Wall, but he had them taken down. Smith now, Partington.
Lead him, Jesse!
Wigan moving forward with some menace, dropped off to Farrell, and Litton was upstream.
Off him out!
Wigan find themselves in a decent spot. Partington to Smith, and now Wardle.
Good tackle.
Move!
Good tackle there.
Last one here for those in cherry and white. Walters. And his offload was swiped by Minchella.
Yeah, it's a good defensive set by Hull KR.
It needed to be. My word, it needed to be. But they were urgent, they were organised, and they've diffused the situation. Now they need to complete this set and buy some territory.
Minchella the pickpocket. Batchelor takes it in for the Robins. Holders, of course, and they had to sweat for it, and they're sweating for it today because it's beastly hot.
Yeah, we haven't had Minchella on the ball at all yet, have we? You know, that's they've dominated possession and territory so far. So Minchella, you know, Lewis and me haven't been in the game yet.
So Wigan returning the ball. Zach Eckersley in off that touchline.
Surrender! Stand to!
December, chance for him to wreak some havoc, but again, OKR know he's coming. They commit numbers. O'Neill now to Thompson. Leathered into that one. Scooped up by O'Neill. Really good break this from the hooker. Moves! And he gets a quick play the ball. Last tackle for Wigan. Smith. Oh, he spots some space in behind for Hockinson. A good take from Tom Davis. And a penalty to tackle in the air. And then maybe a second shot from Smith.
He'll be in the bin. He will be in the bin.
There's no need for that as well.
No, the referee had blown his whistle.
Yeah, blown it for, like, you know, he took it was a penalty for LKR, taking the man in the air. I didn't do it, just watch, the whistle had gone. Oh.
Well, this is a big call from the referee.
Captain's voice, please. Liam.
You said yellow straight away, John, didn't you?
Clock's been stopped. Liam Moore has got the captains together. Elliot Minchella and Liam Farrell.
Okay, boys. Let's take a breather. We've had two identical tackles that are almost identical. Tom comes up off the shoulder, makes contact with the head. Likewise, Harry comes up off the shoulder, makes contact with the head. What we don't need on a showpiece event like this is players from both teams running in, pushing and shoving. I don't need it, okay? Senior blokes, speak to your boys, control it, or I will.
He is a very lucky boy, Harry Smith. 10 minutes. I think because of the previous
onside,
penalty against him on. He stayed on, but I think that's a yellow card. John?
Yeah, I'm with you. I called it straight away,
yeah.
but you know, Liam Morse trying to keep 13 on 13. I'm all for that.
That's all right.
Reffing it like Origin, as I say, but then maybe that has to change after the sending off of Kane and Ponga the other day anyway. Inshallah. Bachelor.
Leave him alone!
We'll keep running those lines all afternoon. James Bachelor.
Don't trap James.
Minchala finds May, some shape from Hulkar, but Mikey Lewis, they really had a good drill it in there.
Yeah, that's the trio, that's the Hulkar trio. The Hulkar fans will want to see the ball in hand.
Minchala almost on cue. Broadbent manages to offload. Bachelor bites in.
Off him now! Hold. Back up, Brad.
Hulkar still have a couple of tackles up their sleeve as they edge towards Wigan territory. Oh, good run by Sue. Lovely line. Last one. Wigan back on their own goal line for probably the first time in the game. May skipping, looking for somebody to pick. Bachelor, and he wasn't allowed the space he had in the semi. And Wigan repel Hulkar.
Yeah, good defensive set again. And then once they get the ball, that trio, very, very dangerous.
I'll tell you, it's really got these Wigan fans behind the team, hasn't it?
Yeah.
How Wigan have come out this first 13 minutes or so. And we just look at that's great contact from Harry Smith. Great technique there, underneath the ball, and really drill the player into the ground. All legal, but great technique.
Stand free, wait.
Wigan's turn to run the gauntlet.
Off him now, Tom!
Okay, I just...
Now we have possession, look, 59 possession.
A bit of spite in those hits, which is just emerging as the players start to gain confidence. So Samba back on the inside, field flooded forward. Ankle tap there from Mikey Lewis. That was crucial. Here comes Kieran. Kick inside, and in the end, the backstop is there for Hulkar, but was it dotted down?
Yes, he did. That was brilliant play by both sides. Fantastic break by Wigan. But what scramble defence by Hulkar. They were broken, wide open. I thought Field was in, but the scramble defence got to him.
A lovely inside ball there to Field. And my word, once he hits fresh air, he loves that. And it's a great decision there with the long pass. And I like the little kick there from Kieran for the chasing Liam Farrell. But my where does Lytton come from?
Brilliant.
You know, you're in that middle channel, you're up in the defensive line, and he's swept all the way around to keep his team in the game.
That ankle tap saved it as well. Field was free from there.
Yeah, it was, as you said, fresh air, and he gobbles that up, and Thompson is gobbling up yards for Wigan, who have got the bit between the teeth.
Looking dangerous and very creative.
Dean Hadley failed his HI. He won't be back. That's another interchange down as well.
Sad news for him. Sad news.
Very much so. Partington now for Wigan. Farriman onto Farrell.
Release!
Wigan jabbing away. Partington back to Walters.
Plenty of tackles left, Matt, as well. Plenty of tackles.
Okay, I'm being worked over. O'Neill finds Smith. Back against the grain comes Field.
Good tackle.
Great tackle, Minchala there.
Minchala, brilliant tackle.
Smith on the last. Wardle! He hasn't smuggled that down, but he wasn't far away, but credit Hulkar.
Brilliant again, scramble defence, but brilliant feat by Wardle to get to where he was. Fantastic effort defensively again. They are hanging on here at the minute, Hulkar. You know, they haven't had any breaks yet, no field position, not much possession, and they are hanging on, battling.
But what a start this is. What a start from Wigan. It really is. It's been outstanding. It's been high tempo. There is an edge to their play, an aggressive edge, and it's paying off at the minute. But this Rovers team, they won't roll over.
Hey, it's, with all of that said, it's only 4 points. Only 4 points.
Sam Luckley is on. Kick downfield by Litton into the corner for Field.
That's a great kick.
Just watch Hull KR pile into this set.
Well, the chase was marvellous, wasn't it? The left hedge, 5 men there.
Eckersley trying to lead the breakout for this Wigan side, who are being compressed by Hull KR's line speed, but still finely poised. Dancing feet that time from Hodkinson.
Quick play the ball by Wigan.
Oh, yeah, the ruck speeds are phenomenal at the moment, isn't it? Sam Lucky's just come on and bounces kindly for Tyrone May, and Hull KR just about denied, but the momentum swing could be crucial here.
It went the wrong way. I think he should have gone for Davis.
Luckley thuds in.
Release him!
The big Geordie sets a point. Litton now to Amon. Swarming Wigan defence. With the Robin song starts to crank up. Here comes Lewis.
And your tackles left.
Litton is the dynamo. May. Oh, it was tapped on by Broadbent, was it? Went backwards, play on.
Offside, I believe, but nice playing on. It's the last tackle, man.
Last tackle now.
Tyrone May's kicking game. He's going to hang that just short of the crossbar. Bounces loose. Back to 0 for Hull KR. They're laying siege. Litton. Lewis.
Oh, what a tackle.
Great take.
Ollie Gildart got his ribs tickled.
Liam, you're off, Liam!
Litton to Lewis. Tyrone May. Sam Luckley winds up.
You've got to have a set, you know, get something on, get organised.
Litton swings right, Broadbent. Cut out ball, finds Davis. Another sensational piece of defence. They're clubbing him on all angles here. Minchella to Lewis. Bites into the line, finds Gildart. Again, it's oppressive from Wigan. Lewis to May. Luckley finds himself almost like ball playing.
I think he's the go-to man.
He was panicking. Now Mikey Lewis. Oh, has he undercooked that kick? Adam Kieran plucks it out of the sky.
Yeah, I think they'll be unhappy with that. They didn't organise much. Yeah, well, Mikey Lewis tried it on. And that's great defence. One brilliant hit by Creighton and then a great take. But I think they'll be disappointed with that set. They didn't get that trio, you know, together to orchestrate the attack moves.
I think the most disappointing part, the guys in the steward talked about the kicking game. That was just too easy for Kieran to take. I feel a kick along the ground into the in goal would have been much, much better. But it's a real piggyback upfield for Wigan.
Well, Kieran was brilliant there, John.
He was,
defensively and great into the high ball.
So on the back of the penalty, Wigan have a chance to march downfield. Only 4 points in it, but what a game so far. Breathless on one of the hottest days of the year, surely, and a penalty for Wigan, that's back-to-back, and they've really got a jump start here.
Yes, again, it's so important to keep your discipline. They've just given him a leg up now to attack again.
Well, yeah, and offside there, we can see in the replay box there. No doubt about it, the referee set the 10, they were in front of the 10, and the normal recipe is penalty, try. Let's see if this occurs again for the Warriors.
Thompson. He ran that with real vim and vigour and venom. And he's got his side to within 20. Swings, oh, Farrimond, it was really whizzed. And Hull KR celebrate the defensive win.
Yeah, it was a poor pass there. Ball was dying on him. Hull KR be happy with that.
Yeah, that's probably the worst piece of handling we've seen from Wigan up to now. But it was just dipping prior to reaching Farrimond. But what a game this is.
It's a great 20 minutes,
what a
fantastic
game.
20 minutes.
But I want to see a response now with me.
Both sides sucking in the air on a day where heat is at a premium.
No tapping, heads in, head down, out!
And Wigan just shading the errors. But where the most important metric at the moment is the scoreboard.
Yeah, they might be shading the errors, but they've had more ball to make the errors with, yeah.
Hiku played it. Bachelor
Leave him, Sam!
plows forward.
All boys hold, wait.
Now Manchala. Now May. Lewis. Gildart foiled.
Oh no! Hold.
May getting plenty of hands on the ball. Lookley was rocked. Yeah, big tackle that time.
Move.
Good line speed there, really good line speed.
Controlled aggression. Lewis. Bit of a chip and chase, but Jay Field in the end had a fairly easy exit.
That's a nothing kick for the John, isn't it?
It's too easy. It's too easy for him to field there. He needs to field the ball with a defender. That's what he needs to field, really, to put him under pressure.
So Hooker got a chance to front up here.
Wait.
Hem Wigan in. Easier said than done.
Off him, Sam. Back.
There's some tired bodies in that Hull chaos, believe you me. They've had to invest so much energy defensively.
Walters there just waltzed 10-15 metres.
It's a very good kick, you know, on a very good drive and quick play of the ball. He just kicks early.
Sticks Hooker right back on their own line.
Off him, Liam. Hold. Wait.
Lewis at dummy half. Some of those forwards you mentioned chugging back behind the line here.
Hold.
Gildart.
Well, in all honesty, Matt, it's understandable because they've had a heck of a lot to defend, and it's been stressful defence, online defence, and last-ditch defence. And Wigan have been totally dominant this first 23 minutes or so.
That's loose.
5. Move off his leg. Hold. Goal 5.
Here goes Lewis. Sweeps the kick downfield. Field takes it. Wigan 4-0 up. Let's go now to Robbie Hunter-Paul at pitch side.
Well, one thing that's already noticeable down here at pitch level is the intensity of their work both teams are doing in these conditions. We've seen plenty of big contact, meaning big energy being dispensed. And I've never seen a sideline coach so animated as what we're getting down here at the moment. So a lot of communication. They're probably thinking about their rotations. Now for halfbacks, it's about controlling the tempo and managing the game, building pressure at the right time. That's building pressure, not just managing for managing's sake. While for the coaches, it's about a game within a game, getting the rotations right.
Getting back for dear life. Field couldn't keep hold of it. And now OKR's turn, and maybe this fatigue's just setting in.
Oh, yeah, some tired legs there now.
Stand.
Can't blame them. It's so hot down there.
Lewis.
Yeah, once again there, if you look at the replay box, the bus by there and Sember, support play there from one of his compatriots, but he just couldn't reel the ball in. And Hull Kingston Rovers once again escape.
Yeah, he could just got us grabbed by the shorts, otherwise it was under the sticks again.
Hooker and Broadbent. Last tackle. Is there an attacking play in the game? Lewis. Gildart in the picture. Likewise Reece Martin in, but it's a confident take by Wigan.
Time off, boys. Get some water on.
And time for a water break.
Well, in all honesty, they deserve it, but it's great take once again we see there from Zach Eckersley, who's really sound and accomplished under the high kick.
Unless you're competing for a John now, it's you know, these boys are going to take it. It's bread and butter stuff for these, isn't it? It's so good in the air, and they know they can't be touched. But I think Mikey Lewis will be disappointed with some of his kicks. I think he'll want to improve that in the next 15 minutes. But with all the action, Wigan have looked more threatening, especially on the left-hand side. But Wigan again hanging on in there. Still only 4 points.
So Wakefield against Hull KR is next week, of course, Saturday at 4:30 kick-off on air from 4:15, and the Super League highlights of every game across the board available on the BBC Sport website and app. And don't forget the Rugby League Top 10 podcast, some absolute belters, including a Challenge Cup special. They are available on BBC Sounds. Mark Chapman, John Wilkin, Brian Noble, Jamie Peacock, chewing the fat over your Rugby League thoughts. Gene Hadley, who will miss the rest of this game. And this is some of the contacts we've seen so far.
Yeah,
John.
They've been pretty ferocious, haven't they, from both teams as well. There's been some great carries, but they're met with equally some great contact. That's superb from Harry Smith there. And then furthermore, another one from Kieran. You can just line them up and line them up. The energy that these players are investing in this game is unbelievable in this weather. And I'm sure Ellery Hanley there and Martin Afire will be appreciating the quality of this game completely.
He loves his fans, Martin.
Professor Chris Brooks in the background, no one of doubt, as well, urging everybody to get their water on. Bevan French cooling his jets quite literally at the moment in the shade of the bench. And at the moment, they've got no cause to press the alarm.
That's all I'm saying is, you know, with all of Wigan's kind of dominance so far, Hull KR are only 4 points behind, and they are a side that know how to win. Hull KR. They grind it out, they wait for the opportunities.
So Ethan Havard enters the fray, and that's the first tinker with the front row for Wigan, keeping them fresh. Here comes Walters.
Off him now for Jez.
Wigan edging closer.
The bound to be more energised, Matt, because they've had more possession. You know, and Hull KR have been stressed constantly in defence.
Beast of a kick sails down into the hands of Broadbent. So let's get a word from the Hull KR camp. Robbie Hunter-Paul is with Luke Gale.
Luke, the intensity of this game is incredible. You've just come off the field. How's the boys feeling out there?
No, they're feeling good. I don't think we've stuck to a process, to be honest. The game's ebbs and flowed, and obviously in this heat, the team that keeps holding the possession are going to come through, and you can't make these big boys do too much work, which I think we have. We've had a couple of penalties that's helped them get better field position. I think a couple of end players could have been better, but yeah, this is going to go down to the last 10 minutes, and the guys that hold the ball the best and put the ball where it needs to be on last tackle, I think that's the team that's going to come through.
Thanks, mate.
Lewis Sheffield with a chance to bring that ball back now for Wigan, and we are in that real arm wrestle at the moment. But as you say, Wigan the side that looked the more threatening.
Yeah, they've created a few opportunities on the left side.
Off him out!
But in all honesty, I can't believe the scoreboard's still 4-0 in conditions like this.
The defences have been fantastic. You know,
Cade Ellis, another interchange for Wigan, entering the field. Similar amount of tackles, but it's those that have slipped the net, isn't it, that slightly telling us. A beast of a kick, a very good kick, turning them round.
Outside, mate. He was outside.
Yeah, good kick from Farriman, wasn't it? But a right footer, but I would think he would soon have kept the ball in play, to tell you the truth, because Wigan look the more energised, and this will be welcome, very, very welcome indeed for Hull Kingston Rovers, just to settle down, get some oxygen in the lungs, and once again double down on another effort.
Well, Tom Davis, who had the ball before, is prodigious in gaining yardage for his team. Peter Hicker also another of those integral to the Robin style of play. Minchella. Now on to May. Nice switch of angles from Reece Martin. Testing Wigan's resolve. Litton. He's scoping. Batchelor. Oh, he's just about stopped there by Wardle. And then Peter Hiku feels the dirt. Not that there's a lot of it today. Litton kicks. Want a bit of attention for his trouble in our field.
And again, it's like Easy takes for the Wigan backs, really. They'll be comfortable with that.
Surrender! Wigan ahead on the scoreboard in possession. Havard held up.
Release. Go back, mate. Play on the mark. On the mark, tackle 3.
Told to go back. Pinch a couple of metres there.
You've got to admire them all, Minchella and Litton. You know, they've been out there in that middle channel for the duration of this first half, when the teams have had less possession than the opposition and they've been under the pump, but they're still turning up for each other.
Yeah, no hiding place, so it's been allowed to bounce. It's kind though for Davies. And the Robins winger, one of 3 Wiganers in the 3-quarter line.
I tell you what, Tom Davies will be glad to get off here. He's been in that sun all afternoon. It's absolutely boiling in that corner for him.
He's got no hiding place, has he? Joe Burgess, another of those Wiganers in the Robins ranks. Lewis, bit of footwork, but oof, he was stopped in his tracks by Farrell. And Lewis feeling the effects of that one. Minchella.
Yeah, he's got, I think he's, hopefully he hasn't rolled his ankle, that's the only thing. Hopefully he hasn't rolled it.
Brought back from dummy half. Litton with the kicking duties, with Mikey Lewis sidelined for the moment. Oh, shuttling run from Eckersley. Now we can get the penalty.
Well, Jonathan, you used it early. Hull KR, they're hanging on.
Yeah.
And it's Gilda at that point who's just working him over in the ruck area. But there are tired bodies out there for Hull KR. And there's good contact there, Farrell on Lewis.
Good hit.
I think that's what caused the injury. Lewis still down.
And that's a worry for him, because he doesn't usually stay down, does he? He got injured in the semi-final, didn't he, and just walked it off. But at this one, it's taken a little bit longer. I just hope he hasn't rolled his ankle.
He did get up, and then he just tumbled back to the ground again. He's bearing weight, but not particularly comfortably.
If it looked like a dead leg to me, and if he goes off and it stiffens up, that's him done. He needs to keep moving. He needs to stay out there and keep moving. Try and run it off.
Well, he's got 9 minutes, hasn't he?
Well, he's in the huddle. Both sides forming huddles.
Be interesting to see how he walks away from his huddle now. He's trying to run it off now. He is. He's trying to run it off. That's.
So this is the difference.
Just watch a dummy run here.
Yeah, it's tremendously worked move. Really creative. The late movement created 4-on-2, and they went where the 2 men were.
They were. Brilliant play.
So Wigan fire it to touch. Wigan tap and go.
Well, Lewis is now defending on the. He was on the wing. He's now in the inside centre, but I'm sure they'll come and target him. He's trying to run it off. He is.
He's moved slightly further infield. O'Neill to Smith. Oh, and it's a stone cold drop there from Ollie Partington.
This is a tough old game in these conditions.
Just a weight to the pass.
Yeah. It wasn't the best pass, but I think there's an element of fatigue. It's bound to be in both sides.
You won't believe how hot it is down there. It is boiling hot. And again, he's onto the wing. Look at him just onto the wing. He's onto the wing again, Mikey Williams. He's trying to get the half time and assess it. When you've got the ball, okay, you can protect him.
So Davis with the backfield carry.
Straight at Ethan.
OKR seeking a route forward.
They haven't got that kind of zip today, have they, Halkett, at the minute? The play of the balls have been slowed down by Wigan, hence you haven't seen that trio.
Well, there's a 6 again for you, Jimmy.
Welcome. Now they've got a chance, but now slightly a half-back. Down, he's really struggling, isn't he?
He is struggling there, he is struggling big time.
Jez Litton, we're going to have some big responsibilities this afternoon, should he go off.
Look at that defensive line, though, so well organised, isn't it? Look at it, just waiting for them back.
The connection in the Wigan edge defence is unbelievable.
I know. There's no rush, they just staying together, but they're getting there now.
Luckily did a great job. May then put Minchella into space. Litton. Here's May.
Brad, you're off, Brad O'Neill.
And they just almost ran out of the plan there, but Batchelor smuggles his way to within a couple of metres. Still a couple left in the set. Litton, luckily. Oh, and the offload's brilliant, but he couldn't take it, Broadbent.
Penalty, early tackle. Offside, sorry.
Well, get the reward for chancing their arm.
Do they take 2 or do they camp down there?
I think they hold on possession for me.
Yeah, I agree.
But,
they haven't had many looks at the opposition goal line. Stay there, build pressure.
But the problem is they are carrying Mikey Lewis at the minute. He's trying to walk it off, he's trying his best, but they're missing a vital cog in their attack.
Litton taps to Minchella. Again, he's so crucial. He is the link man.
Oh no, Brad!
Litton hovering, buzzing about, organising. Minchella finds Luckley. He's had some impact, he's had some joy. That's smacking away at this Wigan line. Litton. Oh, he went for the switch to May. And Wigan come up with the ball.
Yeah, you know, you could see that it just wasn't the flow that they used to have because of Mikey Lewis, unfortunately.
He's like hopping in the back play, isn't he, Mikey? He's trying to get around, but...
Well, it's a proper game of rugby league, this. It's really attritional.
As both coaches said in the, in the pre-match interviews, they said this is going to be gritty, tough, and you've got to hang on in there.
Yeah, let's set restart. Ferryman ripping through. Support for Farrell. Will he need him? No, he won't. John Ferryman. What a boy this player can be. What a player he is right now. But some doubts.
They're going into one. I have a try.
Trial field call
there's no obstruction
by Liam Moore.
On that phase of
but
play.
this will be checked out by Chris Kendall.
Brilliant try, brilliant try.
Okay, we have a live call of try. We're checking a possible obstruction. Can we go to the high behind, please? Okay, what happens on this play? We've got Ellis in possession. Okay, can we run that back, please? What does Minchella do here? Does he initiate the contact, and where's the ball caught? Run it back, please. This is the angle that I'm going to need, I think. Okay, run it through from now, please. Okay, the ball is caught on the outside. So there's contact inside shoulder of Minchella. So is this significant, and who initiates the contact? Have we got another angle, please? Just so I can look at depth and...
Do they step back into Chris as well? That's another consideration.
Okay, does Minchella initiate that contact? Havard's entitled to run that line. He has to find space, but we're looking at contact on inside shoulder of Minchella, so is that significant? Have we got any other angles, please? Okay, yeah, it looks to me there, Minchella steps into that contact, he initiates, and the fact that this is inside shoulder is the most relevant thing on this decision. So Minchella steps into Havard, he initiates that contact. So we're going to run it through from here. There's no obstruction on that player. That's initiated by Elliot Minchella. So we're going to go to the grounding. And the volley's grounded. I've viewed the angles I need. I've made a decision.
So Jack Farrimond scored the opening try. Wigan fans know what's coming. Jack Farrimond gets his second. And with 5 minutes to go, the Warriors, Wigan, get a welcome buffer in this cup final.
Well, I think now the scoreline perhaps reflects the dominance of Wigan. With that second Farrimond try, what a game he's having.
What a game.
And a nice steady away kick there for Adam Kieran, which I'm sure that he'll nail.
What do you think that, there was a lot of, they thought of obstruction, John. I think Minchella just leant into him. I thought he wasn't going to get the Farrimond, and I don't think it was any obstruction, so I think it was a fair try.
Adam Kieran lining it up. Kieran knocks it through. 10 points to 0. Hull KR extend the lead, and Hull KR's task with Dean Hadley ruled out for the rest of the game gets a bit tougher.
Well, Lewis really struggling, and that's the gap. When Elliot Minchella was involved there with the lead runner, that's where the gap appeared, just inside Mikey Lewis. He took full advantage. Great footwork there to round the fullback. And what a game the youngsters having, Jack Farrimond.
What a game.
Ethan Havard and Wigan have a gap opened up. And Samba slamming into contact. Jack Brown over Sam Luckley. I mean, they are having to rotate.
Well,
rotations.
It's only 2 interchanges, Matt, that Hull Kingston Rose have had, and for the amount of work they've had to do in defence, that's amazing.
His kicking game's been brilliant, though. It's been so good, Harry Smith so far, always in that corner.
Repetition.
Yeah.
Surrender! Stand!
And effective. Davis.
Offing Junior! Too cold. Jay's got Whiter. Leave him now! 3.
Hiku that time. Jack Brown. Hull KR fan, full of energy. Scooped up by Little. Broadbent has to come in and take some responsibility too.
Last tackle.
Cheslin will kick this one. Trying to put it in a corner. Eckersley has a big cordon of Cherry and White around him, and they haven't latched him yet.
And you can see, Litton has taken over the kick in from Lewis, and it's not as positive. That's a huge decision half-time, because at the minute he's a passenger.
Well, look at Tom Amon there. He's been out there for the full duration of this half. He is absolutely gassed. He is clinging on for dear life there in this game.
Partington Smith to Farrell.
Good tackle, Mikey Lewis. They're targeting him now. They're going down his channel.
Heavily strapped ankle. Field has it. No, they don't want to give him any broken line to run to. Minchella puts the shutters down. Harry Smith just bangs it down the line this time.
No, they are kind of taking control now, aren't they? They look so dangerous on the left-hand side, John.
And I'm sure that Hull KR will be absolutely delighted with that, because they can now limp to half-time and regroup. But a great demonstration of Harry Smith's kicking game today.
Brilliant.
Absolutely sensational. That left foot is absolutely sweet.
Oh no, Leanne!
So, scooped up by Gildart. Hull KR have a hill to climb at this stage. Reece Martin.
Release!
Smothered. Letting to Minchala. Now to May. Oh, a little chip ahead here for Hiku. Hodkinson's got a thought, but he didn't get there. Hiku did! Peter Hiku at the back end of the half makes his way to the line. And Hokea from nowhere come up with a try before half-time to put this game back in the balance again.
Absolutely fantastic. Tyrone May, take a bow. Everybody else in this stadium, including us sat up here, we're all looking for half-time. What does Tyrone May do? He puts a little chip kick in, Peter Hiku retrieves it, and over he goes, and all of a sudden, Hull Kingston Rovers are back in this game. What a play on the cusp of half-time.
Little kick, you know, he's had to step up. Lewis is not doing anything at the minute. Hiku gets the bounce of the ball. And that's what Hull KR do, and that's what they have done. They have dug in, they've never given up, and this is back in the game. Look at this, lovely bounce. Hiku is on it. Gets on the outside of the field. Well done, Hull KR. Been under the hammer, and they've just got it back. Game on.
Well, you see what it means to Soaso Su. Cold towel on his head. That'll feel a little bit more refreshing. So Hull KR, having stared down the barrel at times in this first half, worked overtime, down on troops, a limping Mikey Lewis. Suddenly the picture looks a bit rosier as they head to the break. Wigan still the side in the ascendancy, but with a Reece Martin goal here, it's just the scores lead that they will retain, and Hull KR will sense they can have a real dig second half. Martin with the last act of an enthralling first half. He smacks the post. It's a converted score lead for Wigan. A first half that has had plenty. Drama, intrigue, magic from Ferryman, class from May, and class at the end from Peter Hiku too.
Well, you know, Hull KR would be very happy with this scoreline. You know, they haven't been in the game, and yet they are still in this game with a brilliant play. They just have to look and see what happens to Mikey Lewis now for the second half.
Wigan 10, Hull KR 4, Robbie Hunter-Paul has some reaction at half-time.
Tyron, how important was that last try?
Yeah, I think it was. It was very important going just before half-time. I think that first half there wasn't a great showing from us, but I think we can gain confidence from just scoring then.
What do you need to do in the second half?
Well, we need to do what they done to us, just complete well, and then let's just get off the back, get our kick taste going. We're not defending the way we are, but probably get a rocket here in our half-time, and well deserved.
Thank you. Good luck in the second half. Jay, other than the try just given up there, you played a pretty good half. What needs to happen in the second half?
I think the same again. You know, I think we know they're not going to go away. Their team's going to play for 80. They just scored there right on half-time. So, yeah, hopefully the same again. Get behind Harry's kicking game, and hopefully we can get the job done.
How good have your forwards been today in this heat?
Yeah, I think they've been exceptional. You know, they've laid that platform for us, and Jack's got a couple of rewards off the back of that. So hopefully we can go again.
Thanks, mate. Good luck.
So commentary team, shall we? John Keir, Jonathan Davis, and here's Matt Newson.
Thank you, Mark. So a breathless first half. The players have welcomed the hide and shade of the dressing rooms from the incessant heat and sunshine, but what a final we've got. A final 40 minutes we've got, Jonathan Davis, John Keir.
Yeah, first half's gone, you know, and you can argue about have they been dominant, have Hull KR been lucky before boys behind. It's 10-4 and all to play for. And I think everyone's eyes, John, as a coach, what you do with Mikey Lewis now, do you give him 10 minutes to see how he pulls up?
Yeah, you try to keep him out there. He's one of your gun players. He's one of the players who could win you the game, but it's still hobbling.
If he's crooked, you take him off after 10.
And it might be Leyland at 9 and Jez Litton pushed out into the halfbacks.
Well, we've seen in games this season, the World Club Challenge in particular against Brisbane, where he stood up and he almost played that half-back game at times, but Bill Leyland will have some responsibility. It looks like the sun has slightly subsided,
yes, it has.
Welcome.
Yeah, it has. There's a bit of cloud cover now for the second half at the moment.
So Tyrone May, Joe Burgess, who's been a quiet figure so far for those in that.
Yeah, he has been. You know, he's been so quiet. I mean, he's usually kind of, his work rate is so good, but yeah, I haven't seen much of him really. I think they've peppered Tom Davis more so.
That's a great carry. The half-time break for Tom Mamone's been very, very useful. So that was a cracking carry.
Jack Brown dumps the offload. May still going as that Tom Mamone feeling the effects as well of that past collision. He's stuck on his back. Lewis gets a kick away, but it was one that came off gingerly.
That's not a kick, is it really? That's not his kick.
So Tom Mamone back up on his feet. Tanya Arnold has an update for us on Mikey Lewis.
Yeah, quick word with the Hull KR physio about Mikey Lewis. He said he got a bang on his ankle, but he'll be absolutely fine. So they're confident that Mikey Lewis will make it through the second half.
He'll be gritting his teeth, no doubt, but...
Well, I'm glad they are.
See his... Oh, and here we go again. High tackle, that's field position straight away. It's not that he, you know, it's not that he can stay out there. Can he be effective out there? That's the thing.
Yeah, it was Batchelor, wasn't it, there with the high tackle. It's just letting Wigan off the hook, isn't it? Just too easily.
Penalty count against the Robins, score line against the Robins, but you don't want to give Wigan too many opportunities. Havard plunders yards there.
Good yardage.
O'Neill onto Farriman, 2 tries already. Cade Ellis sometimes likes to push that ball, but that time it was about gaining a platform. Push back on the inside for Partington. Linton hits the deck. Shuddering. Wigan in range. Smith and Semba. Tyrone May had to be at his best. O'Neill now to Smith. Slowing things down. Partington now to Farriman. Field. Oh, he's just stepped Lewis, but he clung on. Last one in the set here for Wigan. More pressure applied. Farriman with a kick, and Semba's in the frame, and Semba! That's the big moment! Taking a game by the scruff of the neck, and the England back rower restores Wigan's advantage.
Are you watching Jamie Peacock? That's what he's saying, isn't it? He set him up for the big game. Why not? It's common sense. You kick to the biggest guy on the field. He made that look so easy. But look who's the assist. The kick again from the young halfback Farriman. On the button. Brilliant take, try.
Absolutely magnificent, wasn't it? And Semba there, a huge man, climbs above the defenders, and what a catch that is. Arms outstretched and over he goes, and that's all on the back of that penalty as well.
Yes, again.
The penalty gives them field position. Field position ends up with Nsemba's try.
And the kicking game, you know, there's been a huge difference in the kicking game, hasn't it? Wigan has been quality.
Well, I think we've to applaud Harry Smith's kicking game, but Farriman's put some good kicks in as well.
So Adam Kieran with the kick to come. Junior Nsemba said beforehand he used to go to St Jude's, so he can have his sausage and chips after the game. Well, he can have a slice of bread and butter with it at the moment.
And he played basketball, didn't he? So, yeah.
Adam Kieran to make it a 12-point ball game. And he does. Junior Nsemba cometh the big moment. He was ready.
That's magnificent, isn't it? Really is high quality there. A big man demonstrated such great skill.
Great timing as well.
Tom Davies just brushed aside, who came through the crowd trying to make a claim for it. Nsemba said, no, mine. So Ethan Havard just driving Wigan to a point. And the task ramps up again for Hull KR.
Nearly lost it then.
Wellington. Farrell.
That's it's a big score for Wigan because they were dented at the back of the first half to come out and score first.
And they've just cleared their end too easily, haven't they?
Look at them,
You know, from receiving the kick-off, they're already in Hull Kingston Rovers' half, and the kicks to follow.
Oh, it's a spiral, hang on.
Jack Broadbent probably had shades of Mark Sneed's bombs last year going through his mind there, but he packs that one.
Good take.
Warrington tormented Jack Broadbent last year. He got a winner's medal, but it wasn't a comfortable afternoon. First half saviour for Hull KR, Peter Hiku. Here comes Mincello. He needs a captain's knock here.
Yes, he'll have to step up now with Lewis.
Jack Brown, Samburu Mincello, just exchanging pleasantries in inverted commas.
Frustration.
Lewis got the kick away again. I think you said before about one of his kicks, but it's been allowed to bounce. Well, and that was awful lot of pressure for Zach Eckersley there.
I thought that was a penalty.
I thought it was a penalty as well.
I thought he was in the air as he was tackled. But there's the Mincello and Sember incident there.
Meanwhile, Hodkinson trying to take Hull KR on his own as he waited for some support to arrive. Jake Wardle, high quality centre.
Just watch how easy again. It's an easy yardage, John. You're right, isn't it?
And now Patrick Mago, as we've seen the impact that he brings off the bench. Ethan Havas he's just swanned through a gap there.
I mean, 50 yards.
O'Neill, Farriman misses man out and picks out Kieran. Dumped in field to O'Neill. Still going here, Brad O'Neill, but the tackle is eventually held, and that's a turnover.
I feel that Wigan are reaping the rewards of the first half here.
Yeah.
This Hull Kingston Rovers team haven't recovered from the rigours of the first half. They are absolutely gasps. There's more and more gaps appearing across the field, and they're just finding it hard to clear their own end, and Wigan are finding it pretty easy.
You could throw a blanket over them now. Let's just look at them all bunched up there. They're waiting for their second wind.
Tom Davis with that carry almost to halfway. Litton, he is softened the energy ball. This is scragged high, and a tap of the shoulder from Liam Moore says that was fine. So Aso Su, absolutely shotted by Brad O'Neill. Boot to the skies from May. Well, that was beaten forward by Hull KR.
Yeah, Tom Davis got his hand to it, didn't he?
Tap 20. This will be a tough set to defend. 7 tackles.
Oh, he nearly got through us. Step, the left foot step by Wardle.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot about his weaponry, hasn't he?
The middle unit of Hull Kingston Rovers have not recovered. They have not recovered. That's why it's so easy for the Warriors to march upfield.
You got Havard, who's done well. Walton and Thompson, did well. They just here they come again down the middle. Look, easy yardage. The defensive line speed has fallen off with Hull KR at the minute. We've got to try and hang on now. Yeah,
set restart doesn't help matters either. Kieran, as the tackle count tips back. Brad O'Neill, he's going right to the guts here. Hull KR in trouble. Wigan looking to land another big blow. Cade Ellis almost ran aground there. Farriman with a chip over the top, looking for Hodkinson. Davis takes it, pinned in goal. That's the next best thing if you can't score.
I thought it was a bit early for him to kick there. They were going for the glory. It was a beautiful kick, and they dragged him over the line, so it's a good result. But I thought he could have taken him on a little bit there. Farriman, they were on the back foot.
There's that, Jonathan, but my word, if you're wearing the Hull KR kit
I know,
and you're thinking, we've another set to defend, They are in the washing machine. They are absolutely in the washing machine.
Let's just watch how far this goes now.
10 seconds.
At the moment, the LCD is cracked.
That's a poor kick again. You know, you should have put that short. That's a nothing kick. You have to make a call now.
Oh, he goes field. Those twinkling feet.
6 again.
6 again.
It really is torching Hull KR. Mago making big bodies do repeat efforts.
Release him.
Quick play the ball. Havard.
Off him now, two.
Hull KR on the ropes. Wigan swinging. Which blow will land? Wardle. He's accounted for that time.
Release.
Field to Smith. Mago with a chance to drill into the defence, and then you've got prop forwards throwing 20-metre passes. It might be a result though.
He went for glory.
Because they just about halted.
Oh, pace.
O'Neill now to Field. Cut out ball and Semba. He's already got one. Tiptoes. Wardle smothered.
What defensive scramble this is.
The juice has really been taken out of the tank, but they're working overtime still. Clever kick for Kieran! Wigan take a step closer to a 22nd Challenge Cup in front of their fans, and it's another big blow to Hull KR's hopes.
It had to come, didn't it? As you said, John, they were in the washing machine, they were being turned over, worked hard, and then the repeat set. It had to come, and again it's the patience and the control of the half-backs, the vision of Smith to pick this man out. Kieran scores easily.
Absolute quality performance from the Warriors. It really is. And this is an absolute quality kick from Smith. He could not have passed the ball any better than that. It was absolutely superb. The weighting of it, it didn't have to break stride, didn't Kieran? It's a magnificent performance. Really, they call it, the guys in the studio call it a 10 out of 10 performance in the first half. It's 11 out of 10 now. Outstanding.
I agree. It's been outstanding. You know, it's been a tremendous 53 minutes by Wigan. One lacks of drop of confidence, concentration just before half time, but they've come out again, just stepped it up once again, scored 2 brilliant tries.
Just when Hull KR thought they had a foothold, they had something to cling to, Wigan have snatched it away, and it bounces in off the post. When it's going your way, it's going your way, and right now the cup is going Wigan's way.
Yeah, I don't think that's a doubt.
Well, yeah, it'll have to be a big turnaround now. But they're making easy yardage from the kick-off, any kicks, and the forwards are setting the platforms for the half-back to orchestrate things.
Cheslin boots it downfield. I mean, I think that tells you everything you need to know about Mikey Lewis, doesn't it? Yeah. Right now he is walking wounded. Quite at the hour mark. Havard.
He's had a big second half, Havard.
The forward dominance of Wigan is unbelievable this second half, and it's because there's no energy with Hull Kingston Rovers, and there's bucket loads of energy in the Cherry and White team.
Yeah, and they're taking ruthless advantage of it. O'Neill with a big miss pass, finds Kieran, accelerates past his man. He might go it alone here to maybe bring the cup to Wigan. Hull KR now really have a huge task to take this cup back from the record winners. Wigan so close now to securing their trophy and getting their hands back on the Challenge Cup.
But just watch It's the vision again. I think it's Smith who gives the pass. Then Kieran gets it. He looks up, he sees who's on his inside, and it's Mikey Lewis. He knows he's got the gas on him because he's carrying an injury, so he pins his ear. But just watch the vision, okay? It's the bump, there's an offload, and then they've got numbers spare on the right-hand side. He looks up, just watch. Who's coming at him? Mikey Lewis. Usually he will get to him, but no, not this time.
And it's back-to-back tries, isn't it, for the Wigan Warriors? 21 times they've won the Challenge Cup. I think the engraver better get ready for the 22nd. Absolutely first class. When you're tired, the last person you want running at you is Patrick Mago. It really is, and he's created that magnificently finished from Kieran.
Raw emotion on Wigan faces. They came up empty-handed in 2025 as Hull KR took centre stage. But on the first big test of the year, the first trophy up for grabs, Wigan have come out fighting. Kieran off the tee. That roar tells you everything you need to know. Wigan fans enjoying this sojourn to Wembley.
Well, back-to-back tries. Can they make it back-to-back tries?
Well, it looks, you know, like they are in total control of this game. And what they didn't do in the first half was, you know, put the points on the board. They've certainly done it very early in the second half.
But I think, Jonathan, this is a reward for what they did in the first half.
Yeah.
That's what Hull KR do to many teams themselves. They break, they grind until they break. Wigan and Dean Hadley's omission early doors through injury, through that hand injury assessment has not helped. But Wigan have played the long game and are now reaping the rewards. Cade Ellis has reined in his instincts to pass, and he's just setting platforms. And Samba. He's almost unplayable at the moment. Farriman with the kick, sorry.
That's first mistake. First mistake.
Overcooked.
Play the ball there, boys.
But what an afternoon that kid's had. It's been a dream afternoon, hasn't it, for him? Yes, that's an error, but he's done 99 things right before he's made that error.
Yeah. If there are any kind of worries about Bevan French's injury, just sit down, Bevan.
KR. Time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. Leyland on to provide an opportunity for Jez Litton to move into different areas and play perhaps a more influential game, and may push that pass. Reece Martin didn't receive it, and we can get it back.
Yeah, and again, it's just how well connected they are, and who's making that tackle? It's the youngster Jack Farriman. He's not only skillful, he'll not only take the line on, he's not only got a good kicking game, he quite fancies tackling as well and defending.
But they're very well, you know, very well marshalled, aren't they, John? They don't panic, they communicate and hold their line.
Wardle has it. O'Neill finds Noah Hodkinson. Brad O'Neill waits at dummy half. It'll be Farrell who takes the hit up. Let's hear from Tanya Arnold, Dennis, with Wigan's Liam Marshall.
Yeah, I got Liam Marshall next to me, and Liam, to say you have been living and breathing this game is the understatement. I don't think you've got any nails left, have you?
No, I think I'm worse watching the game than I am playing. Obviously, it's going quite well this second half, but yeah, still very nervous. Till that final whistle goes and we got the job done.
It's been a good second half, though, so far.
Yeah, we started well. Obviously, went to plan. Probably couldn't have dreamed of a better start in the second half, but there's still 20 minutes to go. And these are a champion team, and yeah, we've blown scorelines this year from further than this with short amounts of time, so we've got to be switched on.
Hope you've got some nails left.
Yeah, just about.
Oh no, Ethan!
Leah Marshall there, I'm sure, like most players, hates watching, but he wouldn't want to miss his supporting his teammates. Hull KR through Lytton. A little wrap around maybe there from Sue. Lewis getting himself into the game as best he can. Gildart allowed to go. No, in fact, the tackle was called out.
Yeah, was he held or not?
Burgess bump and go. Okay,
yeah, just look at that stat. 43 missed tackles from Hull Kingston Rovers. And I'd be fascinated to see that broken down further from first half to second half.
They tried to be expansive, but Wigan just mapped across, shuffled across, shut down the space, shut down the play.
Yeah, this, you know, they're just pushing things now, aren't they? You know, it's not on. Again, Lytton was trying to do things that Mikey Lewis should be doing.
Well, here we go. That roar tells you one thing. Bevan French has the card in his hand for the 5th interchange of the match, and 4 weeks ahead of the initial schedule.
Last thing you want to see as a Hull KR guy is this guy coming on, to be honest. Tired forward.
Well, he's taken Fadiman's place, hasn't he? And my word, he's earned his money. That young man has had an absolutely sensational game.
2 brilliant tries, hasn't he, Fadiman?
Cade Ellis finds Smith. Here is French back in the action. Kieran, wide it goes Eckersley. Back on the inside for French. And the party pooper is Moore.
Second touch, try. That'd have been a story. But he was in a very good position. The referee was. Just watch. Comes inside, yeah, forward.
A right smile there from Bevan French. He'd have enjoyed dotting the ball over the white line, wouldn't he? But he got that right, did the official, Liam Moore.
Heading tight. Heading tight. Shot clock off. Jay. Out.
Hull KR through Tom Davis, who you cannot fault the effort. You can't fault the effort of any of the Hull KR players. It's just the execution, isn't it?
Straight out, Junior.
Sometimes you get afternoons like this and nothing has gone right for them at all. And they've come up against a team who are really in the zone with an edge to their play, who've been sensational.
Yeah, you know, there's 18 minutes left, but you know, just can't see anything happening here.
May, wide it goes Broadbent, took back inside to the iron rushing Petter Hiku, but good defensive read from Sam Walters. May bit into the line to give Lewis a bit of space. Scooped off his bootlaces by Burgess, but jumps the offload. Luckily.
5. Move, Sam.
5th tackle.
The Robins got up their sleeve. They need to come up with some goods quick. Broadbent. Oh, he threw the pass, and it was mopped up by Smith. And Wigan get the break again.
Yeah.
Jez, you're off, Jez. Come on. Got 10 now.
Noah Hutchinson. Oh, he's been allowed to roam. He's been allowed to roam. Mikey Lewis is going to bust a gut here. Turns him inside out. Oh, in the end, Hutchinson dragged down.
I thought he was in there. He could have taken Mikey Lewis on the outside. He is blowing now, though.
Can Wigan take the best of the advantage here? French with the hot step in! Yeah! Bevan French! Off the bench, Bevan French secures the cup for Wigan.
Well, it had to happen, it had to come. They are clinging on that cliff face with their fingernails, the Hull KR. And this team, this Wigan team, are absolutely outstanding this afternoon. You know, Matty P might have been criticised for his team selection last week, resting the full team. Well, today might be the reward for that. And you know, people will look back, they'd have got heavily criticised if they hadn't come with the win, but they have. And that man, Harry Smith, picked up that intercept, has been absolutely instrumental. And then here's the break from the youngster, Noah Hodgkinson.
What a run.
I think somebody deflated his tyres round about here, though.
I think he could have tried to get the corner, I think.
And down he went. I think he wanted Bevan French to score, really.
He did, aye.
And up he comes. And when you're sat on your heels on your own line, the last thing you want is this fella hop-stepping at you, and over he goes. A perfect afternoon for the Wigan Warriors.
Should take him off now and put Farriman on for his hat-trick.
Nothing matter for Rovers, but for Wigan, they, with a 32 points to 4 lead, can already envisage that walk up to the Royal Box. They won't allow themselves to do so. They've all had their fingers burned. As the kick from Kieran just about dissected the uprights. It's a comfortable lead, and it's another painful afternoon at Wembley for Hull KR as it stands.
Yeah, and there he goes. Right foot, left foot, over he goes. My hamstring's all right, coach.
Hamstrings all right. Also, you know, there's 15 minutes left.
It's Wigan Warriors 34, Hull KR 4.
So Hull KR's nadir was 2015 when Chris Chester's side were walloped by Leeds. Tom Briscoe, 5 tries. And this afternoon threatens to be edging into that territory. Frustrations running high.
Got to keep their cool now. LKR is a horrendous place to be. Just got to keep your cool, keep playing, keep defending.
I think he's quite pumped up, his Matter Pete, isn't he?
Yeah,
I think he'll feel he's earned his money this week.
Yes. He's in that little box. I bet the temperatures are running high in there. So luckily, and Leyland tried to put a shot to Havard. Walters stomps forward.
Off him, Mikey! 2 out. Ball 6 again. Don't look back.
And a set restart really hurting Hull KR. Further insult.
Change for Wigan off the field, a break. Ethan Havard on his place.
Smith now. Walters. Bevan French taken down. Thompson. This must be so wearying for Hull KR. Look up and see another big front rower coming on. Fresh. Walters. Oh, and they went for the offload through the intercept. Sorry, through Gildart.
Yeah, in total control now, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
Well, he went and he had to go for it, but unfortunately for Oliver Gildart, all it does is give Wigan 6 more tackles camped on the Robins goal line.
I know it's quick. Come on, work with me and I'll work with you guys, okay?
Gildart,
Let's get in, lads, please.
formerly of Wigan, of course. Along with Burgess, along with Tom Davis.
Time's up, shot clock's off. We've got somebody on the pitch there, that's all. Yeah, he's off now. Here we go, please.
Good to go,
Boys,
says Liam Moore.
what we know we're doing. Lads.
Says Litton and Luke Thompson.
Come on.
They've got to play on you as well, like, you know.
Boys, listen, relax. Let's get your heads down, please. Both of you. I'm watching both of you.
You got Bevan French from half. Harry Smith's
Eyes are on.
has gone to 6.
Out!
That was the worst form scrum I've seen in a long time. Brad O'Neill. Play stopped and called back.
Where do you want it, KR?
Well, even Wigan on an afternoon like this could get a little sloppy, and you can in part understand it, because the Challenge Cup, they may as well seat it on the front of the bus now, because it's certainly going back up the M6 to Wigan.
They've made Wembley their home for so many years. 80s and 90s.
Off him now, Junior.
These two teams, they're going to be back at finals, you'd imagine, to come.
Stand 2 up, goal 2. Off him, Junior. 3. Hold.
Finished off that time by Nisamba, who's playing with fire in his belly. Gildart. No sympathy afforded for Hull KR here. Utterly ruthless. Burgess hauled down. Yardage hard to come by. Points hard to come by. Oh, Field allowed that to bounce. Cleverly patted back by Davis. Now they've got an opportunity to post something here. Hiku stretches out and scores. Hull KR haven't given up the ghost yet.
Back to the kit.
That said, this will be checked by Liam Moore. Chris Kendall will have a look at this. And it's a video referee review.
Okay, we have a live call of try. Checking onside, offside. Players must have both feet behind the ball to be classed as onside. Okay, so Lewis is an outstretched foot. Can we just run it back, please, and just pause it on that foot? So it's an outstretched foot. Everyone to the right, including, I think it's Tom Amone, is onside, and so is the player on the inside. Let's run it through on this angle, please. Let's run it through on this angle. Right, so everyone there is onside. So it's patted backwards, so we can play on now. And then we'll go to the grounding, please. Is this ball grounded before he goes into touch? Looking at Hiku and his trailing legs. He's in possession of the ball, still in possession. He's got white boots, still in possession. And grounds the ball. Can we just get an angle from the side to make sure his hand stays on the ball at all times? I'm happy with the touch element to it. I'm happy he's not in touch. Can we just get a side-on view, please, to make sure his hand remains on the ball at all times, please? Yeah, this is the angle, please. Hiku in possession and grounds the ball. I've viewed the angles I need. I've made my decision.
There is fight in them. Hull KR.
It's a great finish. You know, you can't allow the ball to bounce. But it was the quality of the kick, I think, from Mikey Lewis, the spiral kick.
Well, it's mere consolation, isn't it? Mere consolation, but credit to the Robins for continuing right to the very end. 10 minutes left, and they come up with that try, but it'll all be to no avail. And Martin.
Yeah, and right, that went in.
Brilliant kick.
Squeezed in. So Petter Hiku, he shut his eyes and breathed probably a rueful breath a moment ago.
Good kick. A great effort from Davis, wasn't it?
Brilliant effort.
To go there and play that, and then Hiku just too big, too strong for the youngster. One-on-one at that point. And they are resilient, and credit to them. They've kept playing to the very end, but they've been second best ultimately to a very, very, very good Wigan Warriors side.
Tall ifs, buts and maybes. Had Dean Hadley not picked up an HIA, had Mikey Lewis not banged his ankle, Wigan would have still been strong. That's what you have to say. Leyland wants a quicker play the ball. Sam Luckley.
Well, one of the talking points coming into this final was about Matt Peate's selection and how it would affect the game. What would this performance, how will it affect Hull Kingston Rovers in the rest of the Super League season? Because it's bound to affect your confidence.
Yeah, as you said, John, they've been second best today in maybe most aspects of the play, but it's been a quality performance by Wigan.
Yeah, it was a team that arrived here. It's been radio silence from the club almost since their media commitments earlier in the week. Matt Pete keeping things close to his chest, his team likewise, they came here and played a bit of cricket on their captain's run visit, their stadium familiarisation trip. And they've racked up a cricket score here today.
Straight out, Bill! Ball now. All sound and much in. Goal 2, goal later.
Wardle.
Off him now!
O'Neill.
Straight out, Bill!
Bulleted forward by Partington.
Yeah, they made easy yardage, haven't they? That's especially in the second half. They've been totally dominant in the forwards.
The metres gained in the second half will be phenomenal for Wigan.
Luke, Brad!
Steepling kick. Well taken, Broadbent. Eckersley flings the offload, the Thompson! Well, Liam Moore might just put Luke Thompson's party here.
The kick as well from the other team.
He's going to give Chris Cannell a chance to look at this. Here's the video ref decision.
Yeah, I can't see anything wrong with that, can you?
Okay, again, the try has come from a kick, so as a matter of course, we'll go back and check that. Yeah, we'll go back and check the kick. Okay, so Smith in possession. Pause the ball on the foot again, please. Okay, so we've got players to the right that are off. Let's run it through on this angle, please. Okay, run it back, please. Where is Bevan French? Is Bevan French onside or offside? If we run it back to the kick, please. Looking at Bevan French. Okay, so Partington is onside. Is that just go one more frame? Is that on the foot? Is the ball on the foot there? Okay, he's been called onside by the on-field team, and I have insufficient evidence to say that he is offside. So we're going to run it through now, please. Bearing in mind Smith's foot is outstretched. So we'll run it through to the catch, please. It's a clean catch. There's no foul there. We're now a tight inversion, please, on the tackle with French and Broadbent. Okay, so Broadbent's still in possession. He's still in possession. Okay, French has pulled that ball out, one-on-one. Have you just got a wider view to make sure? If we go back to that wide, go back to that wide angle, please. So it's played out by French. If we go to the wide version to see. So we've already established it's been pulled out by French, and that goes backwards. So we can run it through now, please. Let's just run it through on this angle, please. Check there's no kind of obstruction in the build-up as well. If we just run it through on this angle. So Karen takes possession. Keep going through on this, please. Plays ahead of the ball, but there's no obstruction caused. And then we'll go straight to the grounding, please. Thompson in possession. Ball's grounded. I've viewed the angles I need. I've made a decision.
So, Wigan get another moment to savour. And Luke Thompson too. Sean Edwards, guest of honour this afternoon, 9 times a winner in this competition. He will be handing his old club this famous old trophy. And Luke Thompson, he raced through.
Yeah, easy. You know, video referee's got to be quicker. You know, it just drains the game and it kills the game.
Yep.
It's got to be quicker.
Just under 7 to go. Okay, would chuck in the towel now, I'm sure, if they could. It's been a punishing afternoon at the hands of a Wigan side who were deposed of all their trophies by the Robins last year, having taken them in 2024.
Well, there's the reef from French one-on-one, all legal. And then I love this offload from Zach Eckersley. He's virtually waiting. Thompson arrives, dumps the ball in his lap. And it's, there you are, fella. You want to try it when? And he got one.
Surrender! Stand!
30-point ball game. The Challenge Cup final. We anticipated this. It was going to be hammer and tong and nip and tuck and the right to the wire. That has not transpired, but it does take nothing away from the way Wigan have executed.
They've been so clinical. That's the good thing about them. Everyone's done their job. And the forwards have been, really laid the platform. Got them into good positions.
5 more stomach-churning minutes for Hull KR to see Smith to Wardle and Nsemba. Riding tackles. O'Neill. Hull KR. The heart is there. The energy isn't. And Wigan are almost toying with them now. Pass for Kieran. Eckersley. Brilliant carry from him. Desire was there from Hull KR that time. Dredging the well of resolve.
They're falling off tackles now and they're so tired. The game has gone.
But well done there for that scramble.
Very well done,
well done for the scramble. It would have been really easy just to put the cue on the rack, but they still works hard to prevent Eckersley grounding that ball.
KR have it in their grasp, but it's Wigan who have a hand on the cup. Minchella. May goes wide to Hiku. No route through from a defence that has been unyielding for much of the game. Lewis. Marching out towards Gildart. He puts the burners on, but swiftly scragged that time by Kieran. Mikey Lewis. Tyrone May, as he so often does, gives chase, but brilliantly taken. Jay Field.
Learned from the previous up and under. Just don't let it bounce. Good call, good take.
Yeah, it's magnificent work, isn't it, Field, there in the replay box. Just wielding it in, and as just rightly said, Jiffy, learned from his error of his ways early in the afternoon. What an afternoon this has been for the Cherry and Whites, and the fans are in real party mode at the minute.
They have been very clinical. It's been the all-round game. The platform laid by the forwards, the finishing of the outside backs, but the control of this guy and Farimund as well, just really controlled the game, and in blistering conditions as well.
Lindsay Hoyle watching on. Harry Smith just turning OKR round. 30 points the margin. 78th minute. As Hull KR come away from their own end. Wigan. That was a horrible finish to that tackle.
There's some problems there.
Walk away, boys, walk away. Tom.
Yes.
Walk away, please. Walk away, lads.
Well, there's been an edge to Wigan's play all afternoon, but that one was a little too far. That was a little too far. That was dangerous there on
Bentley,
on Bill Leyland. It really was. See if there they put him in a dangerous position. and then he's driven to the ground.
That's very dangerous.
That will be a send-off, and that will be a considerable ban.
Who do you send off here? Walters or do you Nsembe?
Nsembe.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, that's nasty.
It is.
The more you see it, the worse
It's a tough enough game without that. It's a tough enough game without that.
And there's no need for it, really.
Talia Moore taking stock, taking guidance from Chris Kendall, no doubt, as well. Some nervy Wigan players here. Let's hear from Liam Moore.
Just let me explain. Okay, mate. So you put him in a very dangerous position, and he lands in a dangerous position, in our opinion, which causes significant danger. Mate, that's a red card.
So Sam Walters sent off. Red card. Richard Ayres back in 1993. The last player to have been dismissed.
I was there.
I won't talk any more about that. That's the last we'll mention of it. But yeah, there we go. Sam Walters.
But I think that will be looked at in more detail by the match review, because I felt Walters tried to pull out, in all honesty.
Yeah, I think the same. I think that Nsembe come in and then the damage was done there, so it'll be interesting to see what the disciplinary does.
And so we are at that point where the reporters, broadcasters, writers, etc. have made their call on the Landstad Trophy winner for 2026. Ball goes to touch, and unsurprisingly, it's a man who's had his fingerprints all over this final. Wigan's Jack Farrimond, Lance Todd Trophy winner, deserved for his 2 tries, which got Wigan up and running.
Very well done. Very well done. Young kid comes to Wembley. Devon French in the shadow. Great performance.
Fully deserved. I don't think there can be any arguments about that. He's been outstanding. He's defended great, he's kicked well, he's assisted tries, and he's scored 2 crucial tries at a crucial time of the game.
Right, we're going to have a captain's challenge. Here's Chris.
Okay, we have a captain's challenge. Wigan are challenging the on-field ruling of the ball being deliberately played at. So we're looking at a camera close to touch, please. Okay, what happens to the ball? We've got Burgess in possession. Passed by Burgess, and it's knocked down by Bevan French. That's not in his normal running gait. That's a deliberate play at the ball, and then it goes into touch. This is going to be challenge unsuccessful.
So the captain's challenge unsuccessful.
That's going to make a huge difference.
So a minute to go. Wigan down to 12. Sam Walters sent off. So Reece Martin. Okay, finishing with a few swings in a game where Wigan have had their number. Broadbent gets up to play. Julian Nsembe might pray for his opponents, but he gives them no mercy on the pitch, does he? Nice offload. The called held Sam Luckley. Well, Wigan have had to ride the waves at times this season, but when it's come to the crunch, they have delivered. And today is no exception. Clock ticking down. Wigan now. They can savour it. 21 becomes 22. Challenge Cup winners for a record 22nd time. Wigan Warriors continue their dominance of this competition, and they've done it against the holders. Hull KR have been vanquished, and they never let their grip relent at all.
Yeah, what a tremendous performance that was from the Wigan Warriors. You know, there's been 1 or 2 blemishes with the send-off there, but my word, over the 80 minutes, it was absolute quality, and well done to the young man Jack Farriman, because I think when you've got Bevan French on the sideline and you're waiting on entering the field, he just had a great game at a vital period of the time.
But also, you know, the interchange bench, all effective. Harvard, Ellis, Mago and French, they all came on and they all added something. You know, they didn't look disjointed in attack or defense.